Hello and welcome again to another recording of Smart Money, a program that should help you to invest like a pro. My name is Rangamakwata. So today we're going to talk about information, the importance of information when you're investing, and maybe just to highlight the key blocks of information that you need as an investor. And in future recordings, we're going to have some more detailed look at these key blocks. So the information that usually is critical when investing, it's maybe in three forms of analysis that you need to do. So the first one is economic analysis. So you are buying securities, you are investing in securities, and these securities are issued by companies or businesses or organizations that are operating in an economy. So you want to understand how the economy functions and the impact of that economy on the securities that you're investing in. So it's economics. You need to know a little bit of economics. You need to know a little bit of what's called fundamental analysis. This is just to look at the some sort of financial statement analysis or financial analysis of the underlying businesses whose securities you want to invest in. And there's also what they call technical analysis. It is my hope that in subsequent recordings we're going to go deeper into these areas. Very critical for you to know this. Some of you were asking me, okay, when we were talking about knowing when to sell or when to buy, what are the kind of signals? And for you to be able to know these signals, for you to be able to identify them, there's some work that you need to do. So that work involves the economic analysis, the technical analysis, and the fundamental analysis that you have to do. So just to give you a brief intro, so economic analysis, we are looking at the economy and the impact of different economic measures of indicators on whatever investment that you're going to do. Most of you know a lot about inflation because Zimbabwe had an experience with hyperinflation in 2008 and also recently around 2018. But besides inflation, there are other things like interest rates. There are other things like exchange rate. There are other things you hear a lot about, money supply, which is just talking about the amount of money that's being created and the liquidity. All these indicators have got a bearing on the investments. Also things to do with GDP growth. I'm sure you come across that, gross domestic product growth and the impact, or you hear that the economy has grown by this much and what impact it has. Fundamental analysis, I think I've said, it looks at the financial statements. So these are securities, especially when you're looking at with companies. These companies, they produce different kind of sets of financials, and you need to look for information from this set of financials for you to assess the health of the business and also the investability of the securities that these businesses are sort of issuing out, rather. So, and then we'll talk some more about technical analysis, which is basically looking at the interaction of historic prices and volumes. Now we are looking at when the securities are trading on an exchange. So the price, the share prices, and also the volumes on a day-to-day basis, they can be used to ascertain when one can buy or when one can sell. So these are the critical things that we're going to be discussing in future. And as you are looking at that, maybe what you need to ask yourself is this information supportive of me buying more, investing more? Whether it's economic, or so there's hyperinflation, so does it mean with hyperinflation I have to buy more, and why? or maybe the level of interest rates has gone up. Do I have to invest more or less? Or the exchange rate is moving, or the rate, I mean, we all talk about the rate has moved this way and that way. What does it mean, and how should I position myself? So all these things, if you bring them together, they should be able to help you make a decision to invest. We ordinarily, this is the kind of work processes that are undertaken by trained financial analysts. So we are not trying to convert you into financial analysts, but we just want you as an investor to have some very basic appreciation and understanding. For just know that if you hear that inflation has gone up, do you have to buy more, buy less? And if you come across information that says sales of this particular company has gone up, or you realize that the average Zimbabwean or average consumer is consuming more of this product, people are preferring this to that, what does it mean to the company that you invest in? Just know that the goal of everything that you are trying to do is trying to project into the future and say the level of sales for these businesses, or revenue or turnover, is it going to increase? How about the profitability? Because it is from the profitability that dividends are declared, and dividends are the payouts that are made to you as a shareholder. And also the interplay of all this information will have an impact on the share price. And if that information or that interplay is positive, it means the share price is going to go up, and it means you'll have more capital gains. So it's important for you to just have a basic appreciation, and so that we move away from just buying shares because they are cheaper in the sense that it costs just $1 or 50 cents. That can be the basis for you to invest. When you are saying cheaper in investment terms, we are comparing what we call intrinsic value and the market value. And you know that by intrinsic value, this is the actual value of the security or of the business based on its operations. And for you to determine this actual value, there's this whole process of the valuation or bringing together all these things. So it's not going to be a case of saying something is cheaper because it's $1, but it has to be cheaper when you compare market value and intrinsic value. So otherwise, thank you very much for watching this recording. Once again, we are inviting you to comment on the comment section of our social media, like our page on Facebook, also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's meet again next time when we discuss some more all issues related to investment. Remember, at Vincent, we are creating wealth together. Bye bye, and see you next time.